Hello and welcome to here are certain things that you want to do as soon as you get onto your website and you're ready to get started. But where the heck do you even get started? First thing we want to do is set up a password page. So we're going to click customize here. As you see, I already had a different theme that was already picked. Shopify will always pick the Dawn theme. I'm not a Dawn girl. That's personally my opinion. So I will always pick another theme other than Dawn. I'm not saying Dawn is bad. If you decide that you want to use Dawn, go for it. In this case, like I showed you before, my client wanted a completely different theme, and that's what we're rolling with. So first thing I always do is I add a logo. I know that's something that I could do last, and it could be something done on a different time, but look at this logo. I love this logo. This logo is gorgeous. It's slick. It's neat. So why not already put it out there? The next thing I'm going to do, like I mentioned in my last video, is we had a password page. And clearly, this yellow does not vibe with what we're going with. So here's what I always do. I will change the background image. And this is the background image I was using on the other password page that we have. And basically, this password page is a way for you to start dropping the seeds of your website, and you have your website link in your bio, and you're ready for people to at least put their email in so that you can email them as soon as the website's open. Make it special. Make it a VIP experience. You know, if they decide that they want to put their email in, give them a little discount code for when the website does launch. In this case, I believe my client will do that, but we'll see how that goes. So what I'm now going to do is get rid of this background and move it over because I want you guys to actually enjoy this full image because I picked it for a reason. So the first thing you're going to want to do is click here. Show, this is allowing this white background to be shown. So when you unclick it, it completely takes it away. But then of course, this sunset is clearly taking away from this. What we're wanting to do is click this desktop content position and move it to the middle left. Now we can enjoy the entire photo and we're enjoying this content here. So that when people come on here and see this, boom, immediately we're enjoying this experience together. So I'm going to save this. So that's the first thing is if you want your password page to look on brand, here's how you can do it. There are other ways to do it, but I wanted to start off simple because that's what we want is simple. The next thing that I like to start doing is doing the colors. I don't know if people know this, but you always want to click this little brush icon over here. And as you see, Shopify gives you so many different ways to customize your website and do your website. But please note that not every theme does exactly the same thing as another theme. So you will have to explore that theme and see what it offers. In this case, every theme will have a color section, so you want to do that. We are not accenting with this yellow. We are definitely going to do a black. Black will be our accent color. I believe she said our other one is a gray is what we're also going to be accenting with. And I'm trying to find where this is yellow. I don't want that to be yellow anymore. There we go. Now we are in our black era of black, white, and gray. Now everything matches together. We are good. We are set. And now I will click save. So that's just the theme part of it. And now I feel confident enough to click publish and it will switch out the theme that was happening. Of course, you know, we did have Dawn. We use Ride. Ride is another good one that I like to use. But we are using this peach theme that we got from Creative Market. So where do we go next after this point? After this point, if you don't have any product set up or anything like that, the next section I would go to is shipping and delivery. The amount of messages and DMs and emails that I get about shipping will blow your mind. Shipping is one of those things, and I will say this till I am blue in the face. Shipping is up to you. You as the business owner need to sit down and decide how you want to do shipping for your business. In this case, my client wants to do free shipping on all orders. And this means that she could probably put that amount in shipping somewhere else. It could probably be in the taxes. It could probably be in the products. So products might be up a little more, or, you know, she might keep it the same and see how it goes. We're not entirely sure yet in this state. But I also know that some people want to create different shipping circumstances. And what I mean by that is we could add a rate here And this is how you would set up a shipping rate. You can do economy, standard, express, or a custom flat rate. This means no matter what happens, this is a one-time flat rate. It does not matter what anyone does. It could be a $50 order, $100 order, $200 order, and it's going to get this flat rate. Now, if you wanted to add a condition to this flat rate, you can. That is completely up to you because it has the no transit time. But if you wanted to just do flat rate for flat rate, you can do that. Now you go into the other parts of it that people want to know is it better to do weight shipping or price shipping? And as I've said earlier, it is completely up to you on what you want to do for shipping. I have seen clients do pricing based off of my suggestion. I also have clients that do weight, and we had to do the back and forth of figuring out the weight to make sure it was correct and it was done right. So it can be done either way, but let me know in the comments if you really want me to dive deep into shipping rates. But as you also see, you can create different zones. This one is also an international one. You can do it based off of different products. If you want t-shirts to have a different rate, you can do a different shipping profile for that. If you want your tumblers to have a different shipping rate, you can do that. You can separate it. You can do all of that. But what's important is honestly just making sure your shipping is done the way that you want it done. Next place I would go is set up your payments. If your payments are not set up on your Shopify website, you absolutely cannot collect money on anything, no matter where you are in your business. So if you don't have Shopify payments done, do that. I'm not saying you have to use ShopPay. ShopPay is just one of many things. It's just payments itself that will allow you to actually collect payments from customers who are buying from your website. So making sure you do that. Making sure you go to checkout. How do you want people to check out? Do you want people to check out with phone number or email, or do you just want email? Do you want to show a link to download Shop app or not? Do you want to require customers to log into their account before checking out? These are all the different things that you can require, and it all depends on how you want to communicate with your customer. So in this instance, if you're only doing email, just have it required to be email. And then here, require first and last name. I think honestly, that will always be something that I suggest, is that you always do first and last name. And just keep everything else optional. It really just depends. You can start this off and change it later. There is no final, you have to do it this way or else everything is over. You can always change this process. This is the ordering process part. Always use the shipping address as the billing address by default unless otherwise told. Don't fulfill any order line items automatically. Again, you can change this to like automatically fulfill only the gift cards on the order, since gift cards can also be digital on Shopify, but again, that is up to you. And again, this will be very important a little bit later on down the road. But when it comes to email, it's already pre-selected. But with SMS, you would need to make sure that you have the correct policies in place when collecting SMS emails. But again, that is on a later date. Abandoned checkout emails. Now, here is one section of it, but I'm going to show you a different section that I believe everyone should be using for their email marketing, and that is automations. When I tell you, working a business is hard, no matter what business you're doing. Me as a service provider, my clients who actually create items, you want automations in your business. Automations help you keep going, so then you're not always in the nitty-gritty of everyday business. That's just how it is. In this instance, these automations will help you recover sales with re-engagement automations. These will help abandon checkout. If someone leaves an abandoned checkout, there is a workflow that is already created for this. Abandoned cart. If they just leave a cart, they're not even checked out yet, but they abandon their cart, this will help get that cart back. Abandoned browse. When I saw this abandoned product browse, I was floored that something like this even existed, and I was so happy that this existed. So we're going to turn all of these on. So in this case, because we don't have any products set up yet, we cannot set this up yet. But once you really get everything flowing, you can update these. But the workflows are already created and it's done. That's it. You don't have to do a single thing else when it comes to that. But I also wanted to point out that there are so much more automations in here as well. So here are the top 3 that they recommend. Then there's a welcome new subscriber series. There's a first purchase upsell, a customer win back, and you can customize your own, or if you're using a third party, let the third party also help you decide what automations to turn on. So that is another thing that I suggest, is doing automations for your Shopify business. So that is marketing automations. Of course, when it comes to campaigns and marketing, that will truly come into play here. It will, see, it's already created the marketing here and you'll be able to see it. Here's some marketing apps. If you decide that these are the marketing apps you want to use, I can go into a couple of apps that I suggest later on in a different video, but I truly just wanted to pinpoint certain things to do once you get a website started and figure out. Policies. I cannot go any further in this video if I do not talk about policies. Policies are super crucial to a business in so many different ways. If you don't offer a refund, but you don't say that you don't offer a refund and someone wants a refund, you're going to have to follow what the customer says because the policies aren't in place for them to follow. Of course, you can do word of mouth, but if you're going to have a website, have everything laid out from the refund policy, privacy policy, terms of service, shipping policy, and contact information. Having these readily available on your website just helps people get their answers so much quicker. But these are also important when you are ready to branch out and you want to do Facebook shop, Instagram shop, TikTok shop, Pinterest shop. You have to have these policies, and if you don't have the policies, it's not going to go anywhere. Another thing to do is adding your location. If you don't add a location, you can't ship. So me showing shipping and delivery before locations is kind of out of order, but you get the gist. Taxes and duties, you need to make sure that you're registered in your state. I get this question again all the time. I will put a disclaimer though, I am not a tax person. I am not licensed to give tax suggestions. So my biggest suggestion is to find a tax person to give you this idea, or Google the best way to have your taxes set up for your business. Another place would be domains. If you don't want to use the arbitrary domain that Shopify gives you, you can connect any domain and have it be redirected to this domain. So if someone tries to use this one, it's redirected to the main one. So you're constantly going to be able to add, rearrange, use different ones. But if you want to proactively think of the different ways that people can find your website, and you want to make sure that it's all redirected to the one, you can just buy all the domains that you can think of and do it that way. Customer notifications. Most people do not know this, but when it comes to all of the emails that get sent out and all the notifications that get sent out, this is where you would edit everything. So here is the order confirmation. So if you wanted to change this up, add some coloring, add a photo, do what you want to do with this, you can edit it from here. If you don't want the address listed anywhere on here, you can take that off. If you want it to say different wording, you can say that as well. This is where you would put your turnaround time if people aren't reading the website and they need that turnaround time. As someone who orders a lot, that email can go a long way. Order edit, order invoice, payment error, POS and mobile receipts, shipping fulfillment, local delivery. So this is where you would edit everything that happens and gets sent out from your website. It is coding though. So if you're not comfortable with coding, I would make sure that you get someone who is comfortable with coding to then help you feel better about that. I guess honestly, next thing, if you're not adding products yet, go ahead and go to the App Store and start exploring different apps to help with your business. I know this is one thing that can be overwhelming and you're like, whoa, this is too much. But apps on Shopify really do help your business run smoothly, run in a way that make you feel better about your business. So that is everything that I want to touch in this video about how to actually start on your Shopify website. Where the heck do you even go? What do you even do on there? You can also do this step-by-step guide, but I hope this video was helpful in any way, shape, or form. And let me know in the comments if you have any questions. I hope you subscribe. I hope you smash that like button. And I hope you guys have a great day.